Praise be to Jesus. Good morning, friends. Today, the first Sunday of Elijah Moses Sleva. Readings are Exodus chapter 34, verses 28 to 35. 2 Chronicles chapter 5, verses 11 to 14. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 35 to 50. Gospel of St. Mark chapter 9, verses 2 to 13. The Transfiguration of Jesus. Elijah and Moses discussing the cross. The liturgical season of Elijah Moses Sleva is centered around the Transfiguration of Jesus. In that ecstatic experience, Peter called out and said that he would make 3 tents, one for Jesus, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Moses and Elijah were discussing the passing over of Jesus in Jerusalem, that is, his death on the cross. Radiant face of Jesus and of Moses. For 40 days and 40 nights, Moses was on the hilltop praying. When he came down from the presence of God, his face was shining. The people moved away from him. Then Moses started wearing a veil over his face whenever he came to the people. During the Transfiguration, Jesus' face was shining and his clothes were dazzling snow white. 2 Chronicles chapter 5, verses 11 to 14, we read how the house of God was filled with cloud when priests and people started praising God. Here on Tabor, a cloud covered them, and a voice was heard from the cloud. This is my Son, the Beloved, listen to him. First letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 15, verses 35 to 50, reflects on the glory of the resurrected body. Transfiguration of Jesus gave a pre-taste of resurrection to the disciples. The Transfiguration of Jesus manifested the glory of Jesus before he left this world. It was meant to strengthen the disciples as Jesus was approaching the days of his passing away in Jerusalem. Lord Jesus, your transfiguration was an experience for the 3 disciples who accompanied you to the mountain. People of Israel had a glimpse of the majesty of your presence as they looked at the radiant face of Moses. They saw your glory when the clouds descended into the house of God. Lord, help us to fix our eyes on the glory to come. Amen.